This is Rock Leach with Social Fire. Pastor John Hanna decided to take to the internet to address his sexuality, address the rumors about his sexuality. We're going to talk about it because he don't like people calling him a part of a particular community, but he keep doing things that have him looking like he's a part of that community. Oh, we gonna talk about it because you don't want to miss this video.
Social fire, we don't play. Rock leech bringing the heat all day. Faith on fire, no mask, no leash. Fire in his voice, yeah, I rock.
He the voice for the ones that the church forgot. He bring truth to the light, whether liked or not.
All right, let's go ahead and get straight into this. John Hanna, a pastor here, is always looking like he's doing things that, he don't like people to say he's a part of the pride community, and I'm just saying that so I'd have to get into all these alphabets, the LGBTQ+. I can't say that over and over and over. So I'm just going to say the pride community moving forward. And so I want to look at this right here. I want to take a look at a particular scripture right here, which is from my logo software, which is 1 Thessalonians 5:22, which says, abstain from every form of evil, even the image of evil. We got to, so if what you're doing even looks like sin, stay away from it. God doesn't just call us to avoid sin, but to avoid carrying its image. Y'all, we got to avoid this. And if you want this particular version of, if you want logos and you've been thinking about getting it, you can get this for 60 days. That way you can kick the tires and just kind of see how you like it. But that logo software is a gift from me to you for 60 days. And all you have to do is go down there to logos.com/socialfire. And I always have that linked in the description for you to be able to get that. But I want to go ahead and get on over to this video so we can react to what he's done. Shout out to Joy105 there again. They brought this. I saw it on Facebook as well, but I wanted to react to their version of it. So let's go here. Let's go.
Somebody asked me, said, no disrespect. Let me say this to you. I'm going to say this. I want to make sure I say this really clear too. I was kept until I was married. I have only slept with one person.
I'm going to say this for the people in the back. Who really care? Don't nobody care, man. Great. That's awesome. Okay. And I'm going to stop the video to stay within fair use. So miss me with that, with the comments about that. But who cares?
My whole life, which is my wife.
Wonderful.
That is it.
Mm-hmm.
And in holding on to that, certain things I never encountered in the streets. I was locked in the house.
Locked in the house.
Of God. So certain things of the world I don't maintain. I don't have it. I don't.
Now, you could say locked in the house of God, but who was you locked in there with? Because that could have influenced you as well. Let's go ahead and call it out like it is. I mean, I get what point you're trying to make, but go ahead.
You got to hear me. And so, because of my position, I've been called out of my name like you would never believe. I've been called everything. I've been called, somebody did a post last week, 2 weeks ago, and said, I'm sleeping with the hood rats in my church. And the thing that messed me up was how many times it had been shared. So I've been called a whore. I've been called gay.
All right. Now, I think we may not understand why you're being called that way. So let's go on over to the platform called TikTok and see why they calling you that. So this is a sermon that he did, and he's actually twerking in this sermon. I want y'all to watch this and tell me if your pastor can do this and not be questionable. My wife would have all kind of problems with me if I gave this kind of revelation, because there's only one way, in my opinion, there's only one way you could be to give this kind of revelation. I want y'all to watch. I can't play it because they have some music on here. I don't want to get the copyright strike, but watch what he does here. and tell me what you think. I want you to take a good look at what he's going to do right here. He's backing up. That ain't good enough. I got to turn around, back it up. Now watch this. Now I know y'all saw that. I know y'all saw that. Just for the folk in the back that probably didn't, I want you to tell me how a man who is not in the pride community can do it like this. Go ahead, look at it. Look at this. He's backing up. He look around, make sure everybody looking at him. Y'all see it just like I do. He backs it up a little bit more, and then he does that right there. Y'all, you cannot tell me that that is not suspect. Let's go even further. Just with some of the things that he's put that are visible on social media, allowed to be on here. Look at this. He's making an illustration, but I want you to look at how he's laying here with his feet up behind him. Let me mute this because I want to make sure. Just look, because it's not for the sound, it's for the view. Look what's going on here. Yeah, I'm a man, with my feet up behind me and going on laying on the floor. It just, y'all, this just screams. Look at that. Look at this. I don't know any heterosexual man that can get on the floor and just do it like this. Yeah, 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 yeah. I just don't see it. I don't get it. I understand laying prostrate rather before God, but this is just wild. And you're on here trying to clear up what people are thinking, you know? And we have to go back to the word. We got to go back to the word right here. We're supposed to abstain from from every form of evil, the very appearance of it. We got to stay away from it. We got to abstain from it. And sir, you're on here trying to convince us that it's not like that. Okay, let's go. Let's listen some more to what he's saying. All right, go ahead.
Because I wasn't sleeping with women, or I don't sleep outside my house. I've been called everything that you could ever imagine, because my position is in the house. And I almost did a post. I'm going somewhere with this. I almost did a response to the one that said that I was sleeping with the hood rats in my church. It had been shared over 400 and something times. And then it was some kind of site that did this post, had my full picture on it. And it said, this site has caused divorce in so many houses.
I don't know what site that is, but okay, keep going.
People have gotten divorced because of this site, because they post stuff. And people believe that because they post it, it's the truth. And I said that to say this. Stay on the porch.
What that mean?
Don't let naysayers, negative people, or people who try to figure out what your handicap is.
So you're admitting you.
Oh my God!
We all got handicaps, and you're admitting that you have a handicap. Let's go, because there's so much I want to say. I'm trying to let the video play.
You see what I'm saying? I never addressed the post. Never addressed it, because I've learned.
You're addressing it now.
People tag me to try to get clicks. People tag my name on stuff to get people to. But the negativity of people sharing, and this is the thing that got me too. Some people even said it to me, Pastor Hanna, did you see this? I was like, why are you increasing the shares? Why are you?
Okay, so he's talking about this site, and he's talking about what people are sharing, and this site have caused all these divorces. But he's not bringing up how he regularly preaches and does or things that are effeminate. He does effeminate things on a regular in his sermons, but he wants us to be concerned about this site and what they saying on this site and people sharing that. You doing this in front of your whole congregation. My problem with this is, what do we do when real men come to his church or come to a church where a pastor is being effeminate, outright flamboyantly twerking in front of a crowd. I don't know an illustration or a point in the world you could be making by bending your tail over and shaking it for people. There is not. And you talking about this site, but you're not talking about what you regularly do that lends to these rumors. You're doing it to yourself, man. You're doing it to yourself. Let's go.
Increasing. And all of this is to make you leave the porch. I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
I think you're locked in, but man, you doing it to yourself, and you question why people are saying this about you. It's because you're not doing what the Bible says. You're not abstaining from the very image, every form of evil. You're not abstaining from it. Y'all can go on and on, abstaining from it. You doing it to yourself, and y'all, I ultimately want to know what you think about it. He's sitting here going live on Instagram, Facebook, talking about the names that people call him, and he got to that one 3-letter word, G. It starts with a G, it ends with a Y, and I'm just trying not to get my video taken down because of the use of that word. But you all know he's very effeminate, very flamboyant, and he's done these sermons where we can go back to him and look at him, where he is backing up. I mean, look at this. This is foul. Look at this. What are you doing here, man? What are you doing? This is wild. That is absolute. There is not a point. I'm sitting here, and thank God I've been preaching forever, but there is not a revelation that, well, I won't say revelation because that comes from God. I can't think of anything that justifies this movement here at the end. Here at the end, that there's nothing that I know that could justify that, and it's wild. You right here, maybe this, kicking your feet up. I wouldn't want my son seeing this, believing that, his dad is. I wouldn't want no man seeing this and this being the leader and you making this okay. This is foolishness. Why are you on the floor? You get what I'm saying? And he could be making an illustration there, laying prostrate before God or something kind of, you could make an illustration there. But this other one over here, there is not a reason. But that only lends to you're making this video talking about why you're not like that. And sir, you're doing it to yourself. Nobody's doing that to you. You are doing it to yourself. And I'm quite sure your wife probably tired of it. I don't know her. That's just my opinion. I think she probably is, but I don't know. I'm just saying. This is crazy. Anyway, I want to know what you think about it. Y'all meet me in the comments so we can talk about this, because this right here is out of hand. He think he can justify it like folk are trying to attack him. You doing it to yourself. You doing it to yourself. But I want to know what your thoughts are. Meet me in the comments and let's talk about it. Let's go.
Social fire, we don't play. Rock leech, bring in the heat all day. Faith on fire, no mask, no leash. Fire in his voice, yeah, I rock.
He the voice for the ones that the church forgot. He bring truth to the light, whether liked or not.